Welcome back to my cup of TV with Jenny,
JD,
Erin,
and Kat.
So, Vampire Diaries, Season 2, Episode 16, The Houseguest.
Katherine.
Oh, yeah. I was like, who are they going to want? Yeah.
The uninvited house guest.
Well, that does lead me to a good question. Which character from Vampire Diaries would you like as your houseguest? Personally, I'm going to go Caroline. I feel like my house would be the cleanest it's ever been.
We haven't seen Caroline for a while.
Yeah.
Hope she's
No.
alright.
But I feel like she'd be a bit of a neat freak and I'd be so organised.
As much as I love her, she would not be. We wouldn't be.
You would clash on that.
Yeah, we would not be great together.
Obviously, Damon, if he's going to walk around without a shirt.
Yeah, Damon is a fun option.
Yeah. Jeremy, or, wouldn't mind
yeah.
Jeremy. He can come stay over.
Either,
Or the actor that plays Jeremy who is older, so that's fine.
either Matt or Jenna.
Oh, girls' night in with Jenna.
Yeah, do you know what, Jenna? We're going to have dinner, we're going to have some wine.
Cat?
Don't know. I don't want a house guest.
Although you could say Bonnie with her magic. You just imagine the fun shit you could do. So please remember to like, comment and subscribe. In the comments, which house guest would you like? Again, as much as you say about Katherine, you wouldn't get bored.
Yeah, but I also wouldn't sleep. Like, she'd kill you in your sleep.
Yeah, it wouldn't be your house for very much longer,
No.
would it?
You think I'm Katherine? Why would you think that Catherine's in a tomb? What are you doing?
How could you do this?
Evan, you're hurting me.
Stop it, Katherine!
Oh, this is going to be very difficult.
Oh, that really sour look.
I don't need your help, and I don't want it. And that's incredibly stupid of you. You know where Klaus is, when he's coming.
This is so cleverly filmed.
I know.
You know something. Say it.
And the tones in her voice and everything.
What is he doing?
Oh, burning flesh.
Original vampire.
Where did he get a flamethrower?
It's Damon.
So when I told you my plan to kill Elijah, I didn't even warn me that I'd die if I used a dagger on him.
There's so many rules, it's all very confusing.
Jenna keeps asking about Isabel. I mean, how much longer can she stay in the dark?
You think we should tell her the truth?
No.
I'm saying I can't be with her and not tell her. It's not fair to her, and it's not the kind of relationship I want.
I like the fact that he's like, that's not the relationship I want.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
I didn't want to. Can you tell me more about your witches or massacred this town a couple centuries ago?
No.
You can't help us.
Elijah had no weapon to kill Klaus, but he believed that if a witch could channel enough power, it wouldn't need one.
Like the power you get from a spot marked with 100 dead witches.
Oh.
You just need to
Oh no, they're
you need to
gonna
deal with it.
undead
You
Steph,
gonna kill him?
Elijah.
No. I'm gonna let Elijah do it.
Oh dear.
Oh, I feel like he's gonna Wingardium Leviosa that dagger out.
Maybe there is a great reason why he's not telling you. Maybe he is just trying to protect you. Well, that's not his call to make. I mean, I deserve the truth. Everybody does. Sometimes it's harder than that. Not if it's somebody you care about, it isn't.
It's interesting because Caroline's on the other side of that.
Yeah. It looks like she's hearing Matt's perspective.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna stop
Oh. Somebody just teleport?
Elijah's body must be here.
Oh god, is she gonna die if she pushes it in though?
No,
It was already in.
She's
just
stopping
holding
it from coming out.
What's wrong?
Oh, I'm so on edge. Oh.
Damon?
That's not her heart.
Oh! Oh my god!
Oh shit.
country then.
You did.
Stop, drop and roll.
I'm sorry. Please.
Ouch.
Open your eyes.
I like seeing Jenna with the girls.
And maybe that's our mistake. We're trying to protect the people that we love by keeping them out of it, but in the end, we're hurting them anyway.
Oh, Jenna and Matt gonna find out.
Oh god, what's she gonna do?
You know what? I'm gonna sing.
The stage.
You are gonna let me live out my rock star fantasies, and you are gonna be my backup.
I love this is what she uses her powers for. Oh! Oh, I love her.
Oh.
I just want to be Katherine. I mean Caroline.
You killed him. He's dead and I have no one. And now you're about to find out exactly what that feels like.
Oh, so he's gonna kill her.
Hey, speaking of happy, would it freak you out if I started dating your brother? You're into my brother? I know it's weird. My brother has had more pain in his life than 100 people's worth of pain, and he deserves to be with someone as amazing as you.
Oh, it's all going too well everywhere.
Really?
I like that kind of I know you're a good person. So.
Yeah. And she's willing to forego her own, however weird it might be for her for a little while.
Don't do this, please don't do this.
Oh god.
Oh.
No, no, no.
Oh, she can turn him. She can turn him. He doesn't know. She doesn't
need
know.
to turn him, she just needs to give him some blood and he'll heal and everything.
That's right. She's going to say to him, you need to drink some of my blood. I know it's weird. Oh, he just found out a whole lot of information.
To what we did to him.
That's Katherine, isn't it?
Bonnie could have learnt so much from them.
It is sad. Oh! Is he going to give her her powers back?
I can't with this show. Oh god. Just
Why can't people just be fucking dead?
Isabel, he's dead. And there are things about her death that I can't tell you. But I love you. At least I can tell you that much.
Good night, Rick.
Good night.
And he grabbed me and gave me my powers.
Oh, I thought so.
You were mean and very rough and monstrous.
You deserved it.
And like the state.
Katherine, there's 6 other bedrooms in this house. You'll find more.
Oh! I was just wondering, I was like, is he going to give in? Is she going to compel him to forget?
I hope so.
Oh, this could be a really good opportunity for her to see how he really feels, and then she could compel him if it doesn't go down
Like
well.
how it went with her mum.
Yeah.
No.
I'm a vampire, Matt.
No.
But it's all gonna be okay because I'm going to tell you everything and you're gonna understand why I had to keep it from you and we're gonna be fine.
Vampires. What did you do?
What? Nothing. Nothing, Matt.
I need to get out of here.
No. You can't listen to me. You're not like this. You know what
Did you do to my sister?
Nothing, nothing. That's your I swear, nothing. What did you do? Nothing, Matt. You have to calm her down, Matt.
Oh no.
She didn't clarify that she hasn't always been a vampire.
Hi. You must be Jenna.
It's about...
No, no, no.
I'm Elena's mother. Isabel.
If you're Elena, how much of you is like, do not invite her in the house?
Yeah, but she also knows that that's Alaric's ex-wife.
Who's dead?
Who's dead? Jenna's like, give me some fucking answers. Okay, that's been 2 episodes that have just been like slaps in the face.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, for
There
processing.
are points in that where I felt you two jump.
People keep coming back to life, like. Once you're dead, you should be dead.
God, I need a break.
Oh.
Can't we just have a sleepy episode? Like, just...
I didn't
I
even
don't
need to
know.
pee for that episode, but so much stuff happening. I was like, oh, I need to pee.
I feel like Aaron wanted it to end when Matt got on the stage. And they
Yes,
kissed.
yeah.
That's where the,
It was
like,
far too happy. Everything was mending, and they're just like, no.
I told you, it was all too good to be true.
Yeah.
And when, just... I need
Now,
a town
Matt thinks
event.
Caroline killed his sister.
I mean, so we start with like girls' night.
I actually thought, you know, the scene in the kitchen when you had Caroline, Bonnie, and Elena. I was like, oh, we don't actually get this very much anymore. It was actually quite nice. I was like, oh, good.
Yeah. And nice for Jenna to join because she's not that
Yeah.
much older than them.
Yeah.
And I feel like she needs that.
She
like,
needs an
she's-
outlet. And although, yes, she is a parental figure for Elena, I feel like Elena is old enough now that they can almost have that big sister dynamic rather than an actual parent-child
I
dynamic.
feel like they've always had that dynamic.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
Jenna's
yeah.
not that much older.
Exactly.
And they have a relationship where even though they're not that much older, Elena does respect Jenna enough to
Yeah.
for her to be a parental
Yeah.
figure
Yeah.
as well.
But I think it was more that Jenna can lean on Elena
Yeah.
in a friendship way,
Yeah.
whereas she maybe hasn't done that before.
Well, we've
because
not
now
seen-
Elena is old enough.
We've not seen her have like friends to.
No.
So,
That's fine. She needs an outlet.
and it was interesting to watch the conversation with her and Caroline
Yes.
of them seeing each other's perspectives
Yeah.
for their other
Their
halves.
relationship
Yeah.
dynamics were different. Yeah.
Especially because we know all of the information.
Yeah, because I have to admit, if we didn't know the information and we were watching this, we'd probably be saying, "Nah, he's shady. He's
Yeah,
shady.
he's
Get-
hiding something.
Get away,
He
he's
is,
shady."
yeah.
And saying, yeah, there is something, but I love you. We'd be like, I
Yeah.
love you is not good enough.
So yeah, trust your gut,
Yeah.
Jenna. Trust your gut.
But watching it, knowing, we're like, just trust him, just
Yeah.
love him, he's great. But yes, otherwise,
And knowing that it's not actually his decision because he would
No.
tell her.
yeah,
Yeah, he's in a bit of a dodgy situation,
Yeah.
isn't he? He's kind of had to walk away for Elena, not for.
Yeah. Then I also respect his thing of I don't want that relationship. So,
yeah, 100%,
yeah.
100%.
Because that, in a way, he was on the receiving end of that a little bit near the end with Isabel when she was investigating everything but wasn't telling him that that's actually what she wanted. So he's been on the receiving end of not getting all those answers.
Because it would be very easy for him to go with they didn't find her body, but she's technically dead. She's been registered as dead, and I've moved past that now.
Yeah.
He could tell her all of that.
which is technically true.
I don't
He's
think
just-
he has
he's just
moved past
omitting.
that.
No, but
Unfortunately,
yeah.
she's now on Jenna's doorstep.
yes.
But the question will be, how did she get there, or why? Has someone asked her to come in,
John.
or yeah?
Yeah, because
So-
as Katherine said, John and Isabel want
Stefan and Damon out of her line of life. Yeah.
So girls' night went to the grill. So Caroline can sing.
I'd be
Oh,
very
so
interested to know if that is her genuine
I'll actually
singing
look
voice.
it up. 'Cause it's one of those things I've thought about and never actually looked up. But I do know actually that Kat Graham, who plays Bonnie, is also a musician.
You do usually get that a lot of actors there's
Yeah.
crossover, but whatever that whose is it? I hope it's hers. But that voice was lovely,
I believe it's hers.
and she's that's an alto voice. It was so lovely. It was like a bit of smokiness to it.
It does match her speaking voice. Yes, that's her actual voice.
Nice. It's very good.
Um,
And the song she chose, very old school, Eternal Flame.
it so matches Caroline, what
Yeah.
Caroline would.
Guess who's got up on stage and performed that at a talent show?
Is that why I didn't have a special place in your heart?
Did it sound like that?
No, she rapped it.
When I say I performed it, like I had the Atomic Kitten singing it
Okay.
behind, and I just sang along with it.
And did the hall empty or was there still?
No, everyone had to stay there because it's a talent show.
Did a beautiful blonde, blue-eyed boy come up and kiss you?
No, unfortunately not. But I did have some choreo with it, so
I
I'm
look
just
forward to
saying.
seeing that.
Oh
slightly
yeah,
better
we
than
want to
her.
know about that. That takes balls though.
I mean, when I say choreo, I would say a lot of arm movements.
Oh,
Say
okay.
my name.
Close your eyes.
Sunshine through the rain. Yeah, just think like core 90s.
Yeah, core 90s girl band.
That's it.
Okay.
And
Girl.
that,
Well
Girl.
That
No
feels
band.
like-
Girl.
that feels like peak Erin.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you cry over the whole Matt and Caroline smooching
Oh, I
on
just
stage?
basically-
She did. She was a
Yeah.
blubbering mess the entire that episode.
like there weren't like nothing made it down like past here, but they were all just like welling in there, and then it got to a point where everything was just mixed in between. Like, oh, I'm so happy they're all
Yeah.
together. To
Yeah, I felt like you were like happy
they were
blubbering,
just-
and then sad blubbering, and then happy blubbering, and then sad blubbering.
yeah, they're all
and-
just
yeah,
kind of
but-
mixed in, and
Yeah.
But no shade. Like sometimes when you just get into that emotional zone, things just get you.
So we carry on with Matt and Caroline, obviously then.
Loved her top. Sorry, I don't know if that was like
Oh, it
pulled
was
from
really
a shop
nice.
or that was
One
made.
thing I-
It was lovely. It
I
was that
really
sweetheart neckline with the halter. Loving it.
One thing I really liked was when Stefan and Elena turned up. Elena, Katherine. And they said that he was going to attack. Caroline's first thing is,
yep,
what do you need me to do?
Yeah.
she's straight into.
And she went in on the attack.
And by the way, I feel like her compulsion is a line that you would definitely say. You're going to let me live out my rockstar dreams and you're going to support me, damn it. So, essentially, like, that compulsion would be Erin's.
I never want to be a vampire, but if I was, like, these are the kinds of things I'd be like, let me in to see all the kittens, or let me perform this, let me give you a makeover.
You will let me
Those
live
are
out my Britney dreams right
But
now.
she would then go to each member of the crowd, you're going to fucking love this shit.
Yeah.
You
will all have it.
Encore.
What,
Yeah.
Encore.
what we also got as well was when Stefan, Elena, Katherine, when they get back to the house, and like obviously Bonnie and Jeremy are in their own little like love bubble, and they're like, "Did you check the house?" And they're like, "Why would we do that? Like, why wouldn't you do that?"
Yeah.
So Matt and Caroline. Then of course Matt, after saving Bonnie, comes back to
But
save
also
Caroline.
save Caroline, yeah.
We
Who doesn't actually need it?
Yeah. And he learnt a lot in that instance. It was like, fuck me, I'm dying and so scared. And then she's there and then her face changes. And she's like, you're just going to have to trust me and drink this. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I can't imagine what was going through his head at that time.
It's really interesting though that, saying Vicky was saying this in the hospital, and you
Yeah.
remember
Yes.
the scene, you're like, that
whole
feels
season.
like so long ago.
Yeah.
But obviously those are the details that are relevant for him.
And he still remembers them.
Yeah.
And now will feel bad that he didn't believe her and yeah.
But also is now blaming Caroline.
Yeah, because she didn't make that distinction of this is pretty new for me
No,
too,
she's gonna
or
have to do that now and be
yeah.
like,
But
I
why-
didn't know until I became a vampire. But
Yeah.
you didn't know about vampires till she became one.
Yeah.
I also think she wouldn't have made the connection the way he did.
No.
So
Yes.
she hasn't thought that far ahead.
Yeah.
And also, where was I going with this? He hasn't made that connection. She probably doesn't know that Vicky ever said the word vampire. He was the only person there, and he only mentioned it to Elena. Has that even come up for them?
Yeah.
Because like I said, at the time, when all that happened, Caroline
was also in
human.
the dark, yeah.
And a little bit like with Tyler and other people that have, when they've learnt about vampires, you don't realise that there's this human element to them as well. The behaviour is like, no, we're not all just on a rampage. We're not evil. So he's just literally confused and be like, oh my God, you were the one that hurt my sister. Like, what, you know.
Yeah, and again, would you assume, oh my God, you're a vampire, that means my town must be full of vampires? No, it's like, you're a vampire. They said vampire. It must be
singular and, bless her. But she went off on one. And it was setting the scene far too... I could see it. And it was like... She was like, oh my God, we're just going to do this. We're going to live happy ever after. And he's just like, no. Yeah. So she was off on this high tangent of... You know, she was too far ahead of... I think she sped up too much rather than taking it at a pace.
Just, in her head, she's gone with the whole... They've had this whole romantic moment. He's coming to save her. And in her head, it's like, because he loves me. And if he loves me, he'll accept me.
Yeah.
But
why didn't she, in a way, but this is still very naive, which is still these elements of old Caroline.
Yeah,
but
she's still 17 years
old.
old.
Didn't realise that even like with her mum. And it's like, we've saved each other, now I've saved you, and you're going to be so happy that I've saved you, rather than we've got to take it slow because this isn't natural.
Yes, but like I said, she's still a 17-year-old girl, and it's having faith in the people you love that will accept you no matter what.
That's what I mean. She's gone off on that tangent of so much innocence and naivety, and I just saw it come crashing down. I was like, this is not going to go the way you want it to.
Yeah, I don't know that it's rushing in and naivety. Like, what? He's just had a bottle stuck in his neck.
Yeah.
She's just said, drink my blood, and he's just come back to life. Or, like, you know, healed from grotesque injuries. How would you, if you were in her position, what would you say? Because I don't know that she could have really said anything else other than to have instantly compulsed him.
And also, I think the idea that I've just saved your life so you can see that I'm good.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh no, I'm not saying there's any right or wrong way to do it. I'm just saying I felt for her because it was almost like this innocent, naive, happy, like, it's all going to be okay. And she was like word diarrhea, just spilling all of her thought out quickly of like, it's going to be okay. And it was just kind of like, oh.
I don't think it was word diarrhea though. Like, I don't know what else all she said was...
I just think she could have maybe taken it slower. I'm not saying how it would have changed how it went, because there is no right or wrong way to do that information. But yeah, it was a lot for him to take in, I suppose, at once. But I don't know if he would have taken it any better if she'd have slowed it down and given it to him one bit at a time. But it's just like the speed of that entire situation, of that entire scene. There was no room for anyone to take a breath and talk it through rationally and ask questions or whatnot, rather than she was jumping to assumptions that it would all be okay. He was jumping to assumptions that you're the vampire that he was talking about. What did you do to my sister? It went so quickly. It was a mess.
One thing she should have picked up on is the way he was moving around her bedroom when she was talking to him.
It was away from her.
Yeah, so I think she should have stood still.
Yeah, like body language.
You know, but again, I think that's her eagerness.
That's what I mean. It was all just so fast.
But we will say, when he was like shaking her and saying, "What did you do to my sister?" she could have done the slightest push and knocked him off her, but she allowed him to let that out, and she used her words, you know.
Yeah. And bless her, in fairness, being completely clueless, she was like, nothing. What the hell are you talking about? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I don't have any answers how that scene could have gone any differently, but it's just so sad.
So, Bonnie and Jeremy. We saw Bonnie ask Elena.
The slide into that conversation. Hey, speaking of,
there's a
segue. So funny.
Let me just jump
to be
right
fair,
on that.
I think it's one of those, how do you broach this? And having Elena have just said about the happiness, it's like,
yeah.
And we just watched this lovely thing, like, it's
now
good.
or never.
On that note, could you please give me the same? Could you please extend to me that same happiness courtesy?
I liked that Elena obviously took that moment to digest that information.
Yeah.
She didn't go with her first reaction, which was obviously like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you saw that moment of, what?
And then she was like, oh, hold on.
But I think she just took that moment to go, you do spend a lot of time together. Like, I didn't know that's what was going on. Yeah. But I like her answer, like, he deserves happiness, and she knows that Bonnie wouldn't hurt him. Because she knows Bonnie.
Because it could have gone the other way, right? Of like, he deserves happiness, this is too complicated. I don't want him to, because she could have easily said, I don't want him brought any more into this world of witchcraft and everything. So in my mind, there was a chance it was going to go that way. But yeah, it was nice that it went the other way of like, and I know that you.
I think so many relationships, when it comes to someone's friend and their sibling, it comes down to not necessarily jealousy in a negative, but like, that's my friend, and now you're
like a territoriality.
Because when it comes to siblings, as much as we love our siblings, we've always had to share with our siblings. So in a way, it's like, no, I've got my friends that are separate from you. So when that happens, it can be a bit like, but they're my friend, and now they can hang out. When I want to hang out with them, they're hanging out with you instead.
I've
personally
never had that situation
because you're together and I'm not, and like it's a dynamic change.
Yeah.
So I like that she hasn't viewed it that way. She's just been like, I want you both happy. That Bonnie has her powers back.
Yeah, I did. I think I blurt things out in reaction to this, but when he stood up and he grabbed her, you could have interpreted that as, is he going to hurt her? But I was like, oh, is he giving her powers back? Because like that guy, I think that warlock was ultimately good. I don't think he was a bad person. I think he was driven to have a really bad reaction.
Yeah, I think it's one of those people again that they have the right motivation, but they've just chosen the wrong way of going about it.
Again, that human behaviour, no one is all good or all bad. So, but I did wonder if in that last grab, I was like, is he going to give? And I wondered if he was going to give all his power to her. I don't know if you can do that in witch law, like gift your powers to
I assume
someone.
if you can take someone's, you can get.
Because in which case, Bonnie's going to be really powerful.
Yeah, we can look at it from that, oh, that's really nice that he did it. And that's how I felt at first. And then I thought, or is he looking for someone else to continue on to save his daughter?
Yeah, because it's self-serving.
Not entirely
he
selfless.
has given her the information.
Exactly.
So, yeah, that's true.
Also, note, Bonnie has only told Jeremy that they're back, and she whispered that in his ear.
Yeah.
Why?
Elena. No, Katherine.
You know, whoever else is in that house, we know Stefan was there. She doesn't want them to know, maybe.
Yeah, just keeping that card very close to her chest. Probably because she will feel a duty now that she wants to go and...
Or again, when you're the witch in the group, you are in a pawn in a way. You get used. Can you do this? Can you do that?
And also, I don't know, but it gave me the impression when she flickered the lights, it was only a little, like, it didn't give me the impression that her powers are back full on. Like, it was only a little bit, and she's going to have to build up her strength again.
Heavy rain, if you can hear that.
Suddenly very aggressive.
I think
Bonnie knows we're talking about her.
Shh, guys.
I think she was channeling Jeremy, like she was going to do before. I think it was just her showing him, I have power.
Yeah. I don't know, it was just like a little gentle flicker of the lights, you know. I was like, oh, is it back, but it's still weak?
It was his heartbeat, I think.
Because maybe she doesn't know how.
Sappy shit. It's so good. That's some
stuff.
soppy stuff.
That is very cute.
That's very cute.
Yeah,
gonna make the lights flicker as your heartbeat.
So Damon and Stefan know where the witches were burned.
Yeah, I like that. It's like, have you found anything? No.
They're just so little cutesy together.
And Katherine helping.
Yeah, she did actually find that dagger and hold that in.
It may well be that she wants Klaus dead. Like,
of course she does.
She's been running from him for a long time.
So we know that. So she actually may genuinely be helping, but I can see why they would be.
Oh, for sure. She
wary of
I
that
think
because of the shit she's done before.
It's one of those. Catherine's helping,
but it's going to
because she's Team Katherine.
Yeah.
She's not helping because she wants to help.
Yeah.
And if all the originals are gotten rid of, and you know, we don't know all the other vampires out there.
What? Sorry, you're saying all the originals. How many are there?
Yeah, that's what we don't know.
Well, there's obviously going to be more, but you get rid of Klaus, saying someone has to be top dog.
Maybe that's what she's aiming for.
Of course she is.
Yeah.
Like, of course
Queendom.
she is. Because she knows that she still can, as much as, yes, Damon's putting up a bit of resistance to her at the moment, she still can pull enough strings with both of those boys.
Yeah, puppets. Yeah.
She's gonna.
And she's older than them.
She is a master manipulator.
She's more strong than them.
Her goal, will never have just been to survive or to sustain. she's someone that needs to be in power.
Yeah, she's
and it doesn't matter.
I admire her in so many ways.
Exactly. And it doesn't matter if it takes 200 years. That's nothing for them.
Yeah.
They have
that time's going to pass
eternity.
anyway.
Yeah, it has eternity. So whilst we might think their plans are, there can't be a plan, you know, that's going to take forever.
Yeah.
But it's interesting though,
It is
no
a
one
long game.
has read or even posed the question of what happens if we kill Klaus, as in what happens as in that master dynamic. Are the rest of us screwed? Do you know what I mean? If they all come from this,
They don't appear to ask a lot of questions.
No.
Before they do stuff.
and that's what I mean. So what if they're planning and it's their own? It's going to be to their own detriment.
It's because they're always on the back foot, though, aren't they?
Yeah,
They don't
They're always
seem
playing
to
defence.
they don't need. Yeah, no one. They haven't had the time to sit and study and ask those questions.
Luca, yeah.
Lucas?
Luca.
I didn't.
It's the dad's fault.
Yeah.
They just
100%
eradicated an
that's
entire
right.
family in one episode, like
Yeah.
savage.
Yeah, but also the dad, like, they came to him to talk to him. His response to that was to be like, we're going to sneak into your house and we're
Yeah.
going to raise this man from the dead. And then because in fairness to Damon and Katherine, they didn't actually know 100% they didn't know who that was or what they were fighting.
Yeah.
They were just like, this ain't, like, Damon
Something's
knew it
happening.
was witchy, but he was like, they don't actually know what it was, so he flamethrowed him. He didn't know who it was. It's not like he was like, oh, it's definitely Luca, I'm going to kill him.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It was like in fairness to them, that was like a self-defence, because if they,
Yeah, it wasn't
if they
malicious.
succeeded, they were going to be dead.
And Katherine had been stabbed.
Yeah, and Katherine had been stabbed
Yeah.
poorly, but like, so...
The witches should have known that they were playing
You
with
know,
fire.
they were... Yeah.
Too soon. Does that mean?
Yeah, I can understand. So if you're looking at it from the desperation angle, and they've got to be pretty desperate to be
Yeah.
working with Elijah to get their daughter back, you're going to go for the biggest bully in the playground because they're going to think they're going to get you, because they're riding on his coattails to get their daughter back.
Means to an end.
And essentially Stefan and Damon and Katherine are nothing compared to Elijah. I can see no, we're going to go back to our original plan A because he has the firepower.
Yeah.
But also they have so many more... They had more answers, I think, pieces of the puzzle about Klaus and Elijah in the originals than what Stefan and Damon and Elijah do. So whatever they know, they still chose their path. So that makes me a little bit scared for them when they're like, yeah, we're going to kill Klaus. And I'm like, well, clearly they knew they needed as much firepower as possible. So it makes me think that maybe the others are being a bit naive.
But they're only going to deal with Klaus because he's a threat to Elena. Otherwise, they probably wouldn't. They wouldn't care.
Yeah.
And so Dr. Martin will have known that their end motivation all revolves around Elena, whereas for him, preserving her, whereas his whatever it takes to get his daughter back. So I can see why he didn't bother taking them up on their offer. Just
They've got a loved one held hostage, basically.
Series of poor, or what turned out to be poor decisions, then has led to their complete annihilation. I never really bonded with them, so I'm not really bothered that they're dead. They felt a bit side character.
But it is a shame for Luca because we know that there was good in him. He was not a bad person at all.
Yeah, and I'm sad for Bonnie of that, all of that potential education. However, if, like you say, they have chosen not to make that bond, then they said then they weren't exactly in a position of being like, yeah, let's share knowledge. They were basically only going to use what they needed, and that was it. So it's not as if Bonnie has lost people that she could have learnt from because they'd kind of drawn their line in the sand anyway of separation.
They dying when they did, Luca and Dr. Martin, they felt like spare characters.
Yeah.
To me, I don't feel like they developed enough or there was enough opportunity to...
You did feel like they were going to be there for the long haul anyway.
I mean, they could have been, but they died when they did. I didn't feel...
You weren't emotionally attached.
No.
Yeah. Okay. So that was our reaction to episode 16, The House Guest. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.